and welcome to an episode of the Movie Match Reviews that's oldest time. So, it's that time again for another round of Versus. In this corner we have the 1991 anime classic of Beauty and the Beast. And in this corner we have the live action remake. So for those who are not on YouTube, who are not familiar with this, Versus is where I take two movies of the same, kind of almost of the same, either the same studio, the same team, or something like that, and then I compare them to see which one in retrospect is better. So now you're all familiar with the concept, so let's continue. So Beauty and the Beast, of course, it's like everyone's familiar with the story, so the story is very simple. It's is a girl who takes her father's place after her father is caught, quote unquote, trespassing at Beast's castle. Now, point of diversion is the circumstances of how he gets caught. In the fairy tale, he's caught hefting a rose, and that leads to the bargain where it's like, okay, one of his daughters must stay as the prisoner in order for this deed. Why? Because he fed him and sheltered him. In the cartoon, it's more, since a lot of that stuff was removed when Disney did the anime version, they upped his villainy and just imprisoned him like out of pure spite for trespassing. So of course he comes in, makes the bargain, he lets him go, and there's this, again, a subplot with Gaston, who, the first recorded version that had the villain be a foil to the Beast was in a Shuto's version, the old version in the old 40s. That was actually the one where it's like, okay, this is what the Beast would have became if he wasn't cursed. Now, it's like, that's the anime version. Now let's take a look at the 2017 version, which I did a separate review of. The 2017 version sort of follows the story beat for beat, but there's some points of diversions because, again, it's a hybrid of almost of a lot of the adaptations. You have the shooter, who's eventually revealed to be the antithesis of the Beast. The bargain, again, the imprisonment, but again, it's under different circumstances. The 2017 film is actually more in line with the original fairy tale. It's like he walks in and he finds a nice feast all laid out, but he doesn't take the feast. Instead, after finding out the castle is alive, he turns on his heels and runs up the door. And then he sees the rose. He plucks one. That's when he gets caught. Caught. The 2017 version also removes some of the plot holes that the cartoon version emphasized in hindsight. Why, for example, how old was he when he first took the curse? The stained glass window in the anime film seems to imply 18, 19. Some actually did some math and actually figured, okay, the prince was 11 when he took the curse. The 2017 version, again, like I said, rectifies that by actually showing him take the curse as a grown man. Man. But in terms of the story, the 2017 version kind of also would introduce some plot points, but then drop them so they could go beat by beat. Like, for example, Belle is the inventor in the remake. That doesn't come back. Back again. The Portal book doesn't come back. Back. The idea is that it's like, but aside from that, in what they add in and drop, the 2017 film also adds some more backstory. Read. Because in the original he got cursed because of he was spoiled and selfish. In the remake, the curse is actually more in line with the original fairy tale, because in one version he says that the reason why he got cursed was because he was cruel to anyone who we thought was not beautiful, full, whereas again the cartoon, the curse is more spoiled, selfish, and unkind. Well, the second, the Beast himself is not as villainous as he was in the cartoon. Again, he was more in line with the original fairy tale. And Gaston is a little fleshed out more too. In the 91 version, he's quote-unquote the town hero. And it's like, well, okay, what did he do to earn that position? So the 2017 film, again, rectifies that by explaining that he was a former soldier, which would make a reason why he would be beloved around town. So, Maurice, instead of an inventor, is a music box maker. Again, like I said, they gave it to Belle, but dropped. And it's like, and he also added new songs and all that. In addition to keeping other ones, some of the songs in there were done to accommodate the changes. Like Gaston was I think actually more with in the play. The curse is also more in line with the original Broadway show, where they are slowly losing their humanity. Which was pretty clever for two. And the Enchantress has a little bit more to do. So the final verdict is, well, it's like, if you want memorable, the 1991 film is where where it's at. But if you want something that kind of fleshes out a little bit more, then the 2017 film is actually the place to go in terms of backstory and character development and all that. So in fairness, it's kind of really hard. It's like Great Gatsby, where it's hard to pick just one, because both of them are like they tell the story in their own way, to where it kind of makes it hard to choose. So it's like, I would say, just draw your own conclusion. That was Beauty and the Beast 91 versus Beauty and the Beast 2017. You can check the channel for my recent stuff. And the next review will be Season 6 of Once Upon a Time, which just wrapped up last week. So let's move back, signing off.